Let's make a proper whack at this daily vlogging shit. So it is Thursday, the 30th of November, so thank fuck it's the last day I have to have this stupid fucking tash. It's awfully chilly as well, so the old flex hat is out. One thing nice about these hats is they're like lined with like wool. Like it's not just, I'll try to show you, see. There's like a fleecy bit inside, so it actually keeps your head fucking nice roasty out with. Get up, stop, sit. The madness that is Gunner. We are actually thinking about getting a second dog. It would be another working Cocker Spaniel, so that's fun. We being myself and my missus. But yeah, so first week back to training after that wee hiatus. It's going well. I've actually went back to a bro split, so I've not done a bro split in about 7 years. When I used to train a lot more high intensity, pumpy, intuitive. Gunner, stop pulling on me. More of an intuitive style of training. But ironically, when I was younger, when I went to the more low volume progressive overload approach, my plan was, right, sweet, I'll get really strong, and once I'm able to do like high volume stuff with just bigger weights, I'll then go back to like a bro split, because then like sets and stuff don't have to get silly high. Like actually the number of sets don't have to get silly high, because the ability to drive load is better. E.g. like if you're not strong, doing like 4 sets of bench only going to like maybe 100 kilo isn't going to do that much. But if you're relatively strong, you could get away with doing like say 3 sets and then doing heavier weights on each. In my opinion, that's going to be a better driver for progression and hypertrophy than doing light sets. So someone on the weaker side, because they don't have that ability to drive the load, which is the biggest factor in creating the muscle, what can they do? Well, they can drive volume up. Great, the dog's pooping. They can drive volume up in the form of sets. So I did this when I was younger, and I ended up getting up to like 25 set sessions. And then I watch younger kids train this way all the time. Whereas now, because I'm stronger, my high volume now is like 10 sets for chest. So if I want to then progress this, I can add in intensifiers, I can just keep going heavier before I actually need to add more sets to sessions. Yeah, I think I'm making sense. But yeah, first week back on plan, and this new bro split is going good. The dog pooped. Anyway, so yeah, so someone that's weaker, for them to drive progress and really progress their sessions, there's only so much they can do in terms of loading. Thus, you need to go down other routes, e.g. more sets and just more volume, whereas someone who is stronger essentially just has more tools at their advantage. And this is something at their advantage at their disposal, and this is something I try to preach to clients, to people in the gym, to people on social media, is everything's a tool. It's just being able to utilize them all. So like if you're new to training and you don't think you're strong, get strong, because then once you're strong, then you're able to just use that strength as a tool to drive progress. Like if you're benching doing for chest, stay on the chest thought process, say for chest you're only doing 6 work sets every time you train it, but you're going up to like 180 on like a flat press, then like a couple plates on an incline press, or sitting heavy on the dumbbells, then a couple flies. Because you have the strength there, you can just drive your volume up. And there's many benefits to this. saves your joints, get a bit of a fuller look, a rounder look. But yeah, the only session that's not went to plan this week was my Monday session, which was pool, but it just didn't make much sense. There's too much going on in it. So it will just be hamstrings, chest and triceps. It'll be hamstrings and biceps, chest, triceps off, back, biceps, quads and calves, chest, triceps again. Nice and simple. And this just again allows me to drive volume up that bit more. And weight's holding steady. Brad wants to get me as close to 230 as possible before we start the first proper off-season cycle, because like I am very much in the off-season. Like I have grown and I am in the best spot I've been in. Quite a few people have said this. This is the leanest I've been at this weight by quite a distance, and we've got to this point with relative ease as well. So the plan in this cycle is to push up to close to 240, pull back a bit, push back up, and essentially the more times I can get to 240, the better this off season, because the cleaner 240 looks each time I go to it, the better. And then hopefully it means I can diet down and get on stage around about like the low end at like 200 pounds, which put me on stage as a heavyweight, which would be very nice. But yeah, so London this weekend with the missus as well, so Sunday's going to be like pretty much an off plan day with the diet, but we're back Monday, so no sessions get missed and the routine will be very much still intact. Oh, don't get a fucking shoulder bump. Gunnar, what are you doing? Where is he? So yeah, home for a meal. So, rushing off to flex. Got one PT today, and then the rest annoyingly are on Saturday, which is the day we travel for London. But it is what it is. Very, very keen to train back tonight actually, so it'll be good. It'll be a good session. Training with my man Kaelin, who will be competing next year as a junior as well, so it's fun to train with someone that's super keen and just very easy to train with. Obviously I do all my own training, and I always have done whenever I've been coached, so when I train with other people, if they want to do something else that I'm not vibing with, then all OCD in my brain starts to tick and freak out. But Kaelin's pretty keen to do anything, so always good. So pool session done. Home time for 2 meals. And tomorrow I can finally get rid of this fucking tash. Called quite a few audibles today when training. I was meant to start with rack chins, but everything was being used. So the close grip pull down, which is fine because I'll do rack chins next week. I tend to flip flop at the moment between quite a few things. So 1 week I'll do rack chins, the next time I'll do close grip pull down, so it isn't a big deal. What else did we swap out? C cable row for the DY row, but again, this is something I normally do. There was something else. And then the ISO row instead of the low row, bar row instead of T-bar. Just a few things, and this is probably the benefit of having kind of like 2 movements at least that you can flip flop between, because then like you know, okay, last week I did barbell row, but I can't do barbell row, so I'm gonna do T-bar. Last time I did this in the T-bar or whatever. So it just allows, like if the gym's busy, it means you can just, rather than having to wait or completely ruin the flow of your session, you can just do the essential, like the B or the A movement instead, and you have a rough idea of the numbers you're going to be using anyway. So yeah, it was decent. A lot of high volume I'm doing now, so we're not high volume, a lot of intensifiers. My volume amount is higher than what I've been doing in past years, but I wouldn't call it high volume just yet. Lots of fast-paced stuff, which is good.